Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, which I purchased from Amazon.com back in September 2022, and I believe I paid about, I think it's about $800, and that was inclusive of tax, and that was using their renewed or refurbished program. And I have to say, ever since, I've had no issues with this device. Now, if you want to pick this up today, I think you can pick it up for $550, which I think is really good. Yes, there are some issues I have with this device. I will elaborate, but like I said, those issues for me may not be issues for somebody else. So on that note, let's take it to the hardware. Obviously, you've got this beautiful inside display. There is no doubt about it. It is gorgeous for watching content, gaming, or anything. It is a beauty. There is no denying that. Obviously, when you close the device, now I will accept this doesn't apply to everyone, but me personally, I find this way too narrow. Yes, for some people it's great, they can use it one-handed, but for myself, no. This design should be in a museum, because when you look at the competition, you've got the likes of the Oppo Find N3, which is also the OnePlus Open, and they've been able to demonstrate that the wider display, the outer display should be wider and it's much more functional. And to be honest, from the reviews I've seen, most people are very content with the outer display because it looks like a regular device, and that's what Samsung should be aiming for, especially for the Z Fold 6, because again, you've got Vivo, Xiaomi, all the others, they're all moving towards a wider outer display. So this is very antiquated, and again, Samsung have had 5 iterations of this and they still haven't got it right. So for me, they are regressing, and it definitely needs to be addressed. So again, the narrow outer display, I'm not very happy with. And as a result of the narrow outer display, what it means is that there are times, because it's too narrow, I want to perform certain things, but really I can only do that if I open the device. Now here, I'm in the comfort of the studio, so it's easy to do that. But if I'm, say for example, on public transportation, I'm sitting close to people, I don't want to have to attract attention by opening it, so people say, oh, what is that you have? No, I want to be very discreet, just be able to use the outer display. But with this one, it's way too narrow. The other issue I have with this hardware, especially the outer display, is that you cannot write on it. Now, you may think that's absurd, but if you look at the OnePlus Open or the Oppo Find N3, you can write on the outer display. So there's no reason why Samsung cannot follow suit to allow one to write on the outer display. After all, you can do it on the Ultra phones, so why not on this on the next iteration of the, well, which should be the Z Fold 6. Then the other issue I have with the hardware is obviously the gap, which they've addressed with the Z Fold 5. Now, how I get around it is because I've got this case on, so you can see I don't have a gap there. So because I put this transparent clear case on, there is no gap whatsoever. So that's how I deal with the gap. So it stops any dust and debris or particles getting inside the device. So again, that's pretty much the issues I have with the hardware. So let's push on to the software quickly. I have to say, pound for pound, the software on this device, on any Samsung device, is second to none. I love the fact that you have the S Pen. Yes, it would be nice if the S Pen was inserted inside the device, but we just have to contend with having it separate, or with the 5, I believe it's embedded into the cover. So the S Pen capabilities, oh my goodness, unbelievable. This one doesn't have the Bluetooth capability. There are two types. So this one I've got now, this one doesn't have the Bluetooth capability, but nevertheless I can do all the things that I want to do. I tend to do a lot of my editing on the go, but nevertheless you can see I can use it to create notes, smart select something, write on it, send, share, whatever, live messages, translate, magnify, write on a calendar. Honestly, the software on this is second to none, and I love it. Again, not to talk of the air actions, which you can do with the Bluetooth, with the other Bluetooth pen for the Fold. So again, overall, this is really refined, beautiful. Again, the capabilities of the S Pen, I haven't seen any other company come close to this whatsoever. The other thing to note as well in terms of the software is the updates. So with this, the Fold 3 came with Android 11 with 3 years of software updates. So I think Android 14 is being rolled out. So it would have been nice if it was extended, but we don't know if that will be. So basically, I believe Android 14 is going to be the last software update, and then you will continue to get security patch updates up to 2026. So that's something to think about in your purchasing of this device. Now, one thing I will say is that if you were to purchase this device, say for example, maybe say $500-600. Now, what I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to hold on to mine, and from the rumor mill is that the Z Fold 6 is going to have a wider outer display. And then what I will do is trade this up to the Z Fold 6, and I reckon I'll probably get maybe $500 towards the Z Fold 6. So just to sum up, really, I think if you're considering purchasing the Z Fold 3, for the reasons I've highlighted, I think it is a good starting point. And then, like I say, you can upgrade it for the Z Fold 6. And again, you don't have to spend an absolute fortune. And I think this is great. Obviously, again, just be mindful of the software. Obviously, it's up to Android 14. Samsung may include 15, but that's not a given at this moment in time. And what I don't want to do is give false information. With the cameras on this device, some people say they're good, and others say it's not good. I'm going to lean towards the former and say that they are good. But what I'm going to do, rather than sway you one side or the other, I'm going to show you some photos and videos taken with the Z Fold 3 shortly, and then you can make up your own mind. So let's whiz through this. So just go through the camera settings. Again, if it's something you're looking to purchase, so you've got your options at the bottom carousel there, and in the top. So again, this applies to all other modes. You got your aspect ratio there. Again, depends whether you have it portrait or landscape. And then we just move on to video. Now, with the rear facing cameras, you can shoot video up to a maximum of 4K at 60 frames per second, which is what it is currently on. There is no option for 8K. If you want 8K on the foldable, you'll have to purchase the Z Fold 4 onwards. The other thing with 8K is that it creates larger files and eats into your internal storage capacity very easily. So me personally, I'm very happy and comfortable shooting in 4K. Let's go into the more section here. You can sort of not waste any more of your time. So you see you've got these options here. So Expert RAW, Pro Video, Panorama, Super Slow, Slow Motion, Director's View. Let's just quickly click on that whilst we're here. so you can see what director's view looks like. So you got 3 options there. So you can see you've got the furthest there. So yeah, so that's what the director's view looks like. So it's pretty good. So, okay, let me just go back into photo. The other thing I want to show you is if you press this option here, that one allows you to be able to use the cover screen. So you can use there you go. So you can use that to shoot. So basically, whoever you're taking a photo or whatever, they can see what they look like before you hit the snap button. Okay, there was something else I wanted to show you, but it has just come to mind now. So then just over here, so if you press down on there, so any photos or videos that you've taken will automatically appear on this side. So let me just quickly demonstrate that for you. So again, if I go like this, so it should appear there. So you get the gist basically. And then also whilst we're here, look, so you can sort of judge the quality for yourself. Yeah, I think that's tremendous. Ooh, that's beautiful. But again, you may disagree, and you're entitled to disagree. It's a democracy. Everyone can have their own opinions, but definitely, I think that's really nice. If I show that to somebody and say, "Look, took that," well, ask them to guess. They may even say it's an iPhone or whatever. But yeah, so that's crispy. So what I'm going to do now, as I promised earlier, is show you some photos and videos taken with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. Just so you know, the photos and videos you're about to see have not been altered pre or post-production. I have a love-hate relationship with this device. I do everything, all my videos are edited on this device because it's just perfect. You know, I don't take a laptop. I can be sitting anywhere, maybe airport or commuting to and from work. Just take this out, do my editing, close it up, and I'm on my merry way. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. My name is Shola. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another episode. Peace.